Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca and I am a permanent makeup artist and owner of Forever Brows and Beauty Permanent Makeup Studio located in Cincinnati, Ohio. I specialize in a variety of permanent makeup services such as microblading, ombre powder brows, lip blush, lash enhancement, eyeliner, a whole list of services. So today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial for you. While we have some time staying at home, staying indoors, you may want to, treat yourself a little bit or do something for yourself. Take some time to do your makeup and feel great. So I have had a lot of requests to do some tutorials lately, so I thought it would be a good time to get my channel started back up. So I appreciate all of your support and all of your love. Please subscribe to my channel, like my video, share my video, and I will continue to put out new videos over the next several weeks. So today I wanted to reveal for you the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. So I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite colors in the palettes and how you can use them to create an everyday look or even just your, daily quarantine makeup look. So first I want to show you my bare face. I did do my foundation, primer, concealer, and I also filled in my brows a little bit. So that way we can focus more on the eyes. So this is the Bloodlust Jeffree Star Artistry palette. And this is actually the box that it comes in. So when it arrives, there's tons of bubble wrap. It came perfect. So Jeffree, you did an amazing job creating this. So it comes in this, perfectly shaped box that you're never gonna find another box this shape. It has the cardboard bumpers all along the outside. So what that means is while this thing is, rattling around, getting shipped to you, it's not gonna be damaged. It's soft velvet. Guys, you see how shiny this is? So just take a look at it in the light. I mean, look at that. It does have this cute little button clasp and it's pretty sturdy. Like this isn't going anywhere. But you open it up and it does have this protective film and this, I kept my protective plastic on the glass. So you guys, this palette is amazing. It has a large variety of colors. It has your iridescents, your mattes, and there's different ways you can use all of them. So I'm going to be using some of these shades for highlight, some of them for blush, and mainly focusing on the eyes. But as I mentioned before, I created my base layer already. I am going to be using some eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be applying my eyeshadow primer with my fingertip. You can use any type of eyeshadow primer. So this first brush is by Sephora. It's number 31. It's called the Pro Airbrush Crease. And it's meant to, work very light and not put too much product in one concentrated area. That's why it's more of a loose end on it. And it's very good for blending. So here we are. One thing that I love about these palettes is the names that Jeffree comes up with for all the different shades. So it makes it a lot of fun when you're, going to do your makeup. We're gonna start out with this color. It's Monarchy. It's a matte base color. So I just picked up a little bit on my brush. These eyeshadows are super pigmented, highly concentrated. You really don't need much. Until you really have it in front of you and you're actually using it, you really don't get the full idea, but it is super pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to go right inside my crease and right above my crease. Now that we have our crease all buffed out and ready to go, I'm going to be using number 30, which is the Pro Airbrush Shadow, and this is by Sephora. It is a little bit more compact you can see on the tip, and that allows us to put you know, more shadow in a more concentrated area. So I don't want this brush to be very loose like the last one. So you can see the difference between the two. I'm going to take my number 30 brush, and I'm grabbing a lighter shade for my lid. So this one's called Beauty Sleep. We're going to be using this on our lids, and this feels like silk. It looks amazing. It has some gold, some purple, very light purple, like almost like a lavender. So I'm going to be putting this on my lid. So when you're getting the pigment on your brush, you want to press it into the pan and then just give it a light little tap. So that way you don't have a bunch of excess. But look how much I have on there already. Look how pretty that looks. So I got a little bit of the Betrayal on my brush and gently place it in my crease. And you can come out a little bit on the corner. So then I'm going to go back with my airbrush crease. This was the first one that we used. You can always use it just to blend. So the next shade that we're going to use is the Wet Jewel. It's so shiny. It's hard for me to get it on camera when the light hits it a certain way. So just imagine being outside, going to walk your dog or check your mail while you're social distancing. People are going to see you from across the block. So I'm going to use my pinky and just get it on there. And I'm just going to place it on the inside corner. So not only do we want it right on that point, but also a little bit on the lid. As I mentioned before, some of these names in the palette, they just give me different feelings, or they, you know, every time I go to use them, I have a place that it takes me. So for this Vile Serpent, I love using it on the bottom lash line, and when I go to use it, I feel like I'm showing up for House Slytherin and I'm gonna teach them, you know, how to slay their makeup. So Vile Serpent, I'm gonna use this very small smoky liner brush from Sephora. This is number 24. You can see it has a pointed tip on it, so it's good for getting the very small area, but also it has a little bit of a soft, loose bristle right below that, so it helps with blending. We got a little bit of the Vile Serpent on our brush, and I'm just gonna go along my bottom lashes. So I'm not putting it on the wet waterline where my eyelids essentially seal, and I'm not putting it very far below my lashes. I'm going into my lashes. So I'm using this tip, that very fine point, and just going gently in there. That's all you need. This is why I love this brush. So it's meant to give you that smoky look. So I'm going to be using a very simple black liner from e.l.f. for my top lash line and top waterline. So that will give us a very complete, you know, nice, fun look. And you can use as much eyeliner as you want. Again, we just want it to be something to finish off your look. So I'm gonna be applying some mascara. You can use whichever one you like. I'll do a separate video on my favorite mascaras. But for this one, I'm gonna be using They're Real by Benefit. And, you know, just applying like I normally would. I mean, really just putting mascara on completes this whole look. So, you know, using different colors, it might seem uncomfortable at first, but once you give it a chance and, you know, just be creative, have fun, don't worry about, you know, stepping outside of your comfort zone, can be a lot of fun. So that's all. So our eyes are complete. And now we're ready for some blush. So grab your palette, grab a blush brush. The one I'm using is Ulta IT Cosmetics 227 Flawless Blush brush. So I'm taking the Flawless Blush brush, and you can see it's like angled. It's a really awesome brush. So again, I can't stress this enough. Don't make the mistake that I made the first time I used this and just dive right in, grab a whole bunch of blush because you're used to doing that. You don't need to do that. This is eyeshadow, okay? It's extremely pigmented, and we're using it as blush. Just get a little bit, shake it off, and I'll show you where to put it. Either of these, you know, you can definitely use for blush, just depending on your skin tone, depending on the look that you're going for. I'm gonna go with Royal Pain. Just getting, that's it, that's all. So we got a little bit on our brush, gonna shake it out, give it a little tap, and I'm gonna take this and go right on my cheeks right here. And just blending it up a little bit. It really does, you know, brings it all together. I think everybody needs a little blush. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of bronzer, not very much, and give myself a little bit more warmth on my cheekbones. One last thing for my face I want to do is a little bit of highlight. I'm going to use a highlighting brush. So this one is, it's not specifically for highlight, you could use it for a lot of stuff, but this one is the Angled Brush by Sephora. It's number 49. This is my go-to highlighter brush. Get your brush, whatever one you're going to use, and we're going back for the Wet Jewel, which we know is the highlighter champion of this palette. See how shine? So we don't want to blind anyone in the house. We could blind each other once we get out of the house, but I'm going to use the brush and just get a little bit on my brush. You want it to be, you know, naturally the peaks of your cheeks. So I like to put a little bit on my nose, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and that's a wrap for the face. So now I'm going to take my setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter, long lasting, up to 16 hours. So I like to just close my eyes, close my mouth. And then just fan myself a little bit. So I love to use setting spray. It just gives everything a nice finish. If there's any little pieces of powder floating around, it helps kind of lock everything in. So for the lips, we're going to use one of the mini Velour lipsticks from Jeffree Star's Queen Bitch lip set. So we have all these different shades, and there are some really fun names as well. So you have Royal Armor, I'm Vulgar, I'm Royalty, Scorpio, which that's me. This lip set is so beautiful. The packaging is to die for. And these colors, some of them you might not think are gonna look good on you, or you might not think you would normally go for. I honestly, when I first saw this display and this set, there's a few that I immediately is like, okay, I have to have these. Like, I love this one. That one is I'm Vulgar. I love the Scorpio one, which I didn't actually think I would. Berries on Ice, that's like a very go-to color for me. the clout even. Like some of these I feel very comfortable with, but there's other colors that I may not have thought I would be into, or that wouldn't look good on me, or I would think, you know, I'm not sure where I'm going to be able to wear that. But honestly, one thing that I got in addition to the lip set was the gloss. The lip glosses bring out the coolest tones and the coolest colors with these lipsticks. So you could put one of the lipsticks on, looks great, but when you put the lip gloss on top of it, it just adds a whole nother effect. A lot of times it's, you know, even more beautiful or stunning. So you could, you know, pick out a color that you like and give it a try. I mean, if you're not in love with all of them, you know, maybe you can share with a friend. You guys can go halves on the lip kit or the lip set and see which ones you like best. I don't have anything on my lips except a little bit of chapstick, just the Burt's Bees pomegranate. This is my go-to. I've been using this for years. It makes my lips feel very moist and ready to go. So I don't like putting lipstick just straight up on dry lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the Scorpio, and I didn't outline my lips or anything. I'm just gonna go with my natural shape. I love it by itself, but adding the lip gloss on top of it just gives it such a different look. This is my favorite lip gloss color from the collection. This one's called Lord Star, and it kind of looks like a spaceship. So I'm gonna put this on top of the Scorpio lipstick, and I just want you guys to watch how the color changes. I just love how all these colors complement each other, and you know, it can be a very fun look just for your everyday around the house. And I appreciate everyone for watching. So if you liked my video today, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and give me a comment below. And please follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Forever Brows and Beauty Studio. I hope you had fun creating this makeup look today, and I look forward to seeing you on my channel next time. Stay safe and be healthy.